Hello, I am Chris, your Forever Friends pet photographer here in Denver. I want to share one of my most prized possessions with you today. It probably won't surprise you, it is a photograph, but it is not a photograph that I took. Can you believe it? Alright, are you ready for this? Da-da-da! Alright, it's a little hard to see because of the glare. This was before there was non-glare glass. Look at those adorable kids. Um, you've probably guessed by now, this is my engagement photo. Yes, my husband has a mohawk. This picture was taken the day that he proposed on the Star of India, which was this amazing old sailing ship. It's like one of the oldest ships to still be on the water. It's weathered storms and fires and, I don't know, pirate attacks, all kinds of crazy stuff. And he felt like it was a really poetic spot to propose in the hopes that we could survive anything like the ship had. Now, when I look at this photo, and I look at it pretty much every day because it sits near my desk, and every time I look at it, I'm reminded of the feels that I felt that day. And that's what photographs are for. Photographs take us back to a moment in our lives that was important enough that we want to remember it every day forever. Over my shoulder there's another photo of an old car sitting in a field, and that was taken on a trip in Arizona. And every time I look at that photo, I remember that family trip. I remember all the time that we spent laughing and being silly and just everything about that trip and the amazing adventure that it was. And that's what photographs are for. But they can't do that when they live on a hard drive. I have literally terabytes of photos, and these mean nothing. We all have the best intentions with digitals, and that's why I'm sharing this with you today. This experience is to try to express why I am such a firm believer that photographs need to be printed in one format or another. There's lots of options and lots of sizes to fit everybody's style, but they need to be off of our hard drives and into our physical space. Because when I walk through the room, I see that photo. When I walk to my desk, I see this photo, and those memories and those feelings, I feel those again, and that's why we have photos. It's why we have them. If they're just living at the bottom of your drawer on a CD or a USB or a DVD or an external hard drive, they're not doing that. They're a waste. They're a waste of your memories. They're a waste of your time. If you paid for professional photos and they're just living in a drawer and you look at them like, I don't know, even once a year, you wasted your money, your investment, your time. Photos need to live in your reality, in your everyday world, in order to do what they're meant to do, which is to remind you of the feels that you felt, the reason that you took those photos to begin with. So, if your photographer is handing you a bunch of digital files, they're not doing you a favor. They're being lazy. And I know that because I used to do it. I used to think that's what everybody wants. I'll just take the pictures and I'll just give them their digitals and I'll be done and I'm on my way on to the next thing. That is the easy way to do it, for sure. But I realized after I worked with people year after year after year, and though they were coming back to me and those pictures were lost, or it was on their hard drive and their computer crashed, or it was on their laptop and the dog ate the power cord, or it was, they had saved them on their phone and they dropped their phone in a puddle. I realized that I wasn't really serving people by just giving them digitals and nothing else. And so that's why I believe so firmly that photographs are meant to be printed. If it's worth your time and your investment to take them, then it is worth your time and it is worth your memories to give them space in your physical environment where you can enjoy them every single day. The emotions that are tied to this, I look at this picture, all the warm feels from that day. This guy, this is an external hard drive. There's probably thousands of memories on here. And if I took the time to plug it in and boot it up, and assuming it's not corrupted and assuming it still loads, I could probably sit down and scroll through them and enjoy them. But who's going to do that? Think of a really, really, really special day. Imagine you met somebody and you wanted to share like this super special day. You're like, oh my gosh, I had this most amazing experience. I want to share it with you. And the best way to do that is to show them a photograph. How long would you have to scroll to get to that amazing memory? Could you even scroll? Or is that memory a phone or two ago? If you go back more than a year or two, that memory may or may not even still be accessible. It may be on an old laptop or an old hard drive or a CD or a DVD. You know, we think that digitals are a lot more durable than they are. Depending on how you save them, they're very fragile. You know, this guy, 1,000 memories could be knocked out from an electrical surge or a drop or a glass of water spilled, and that's it. And it's those memories are gone. But once they're in physical form, this one little picture survived out of its 900 friends because it was printed. And it means something. This means so much. This, not much. I mean, again, there's lots and lots and lots of memories on here, but I don't ever experience them. And so that's why, deep in my heart, I know that photographs that are worth your time and your investment, they're worth living in your physical space. And that's why I believe so strongly that photographs are meant to be printed. So have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon.